How's everybody doing? It's so good to see you. Even just your little faces. I actually brought my gavel so we can be.
Ooh, in case we get out of hand.
Yes. Okay, so we only have, I don't know how familiar you all are with, can you hear me okay? Everybody can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I can see you.
Goes to Deborah.
I can hear you, but I don't see a picture.
Edie, can you hear me? This is Deborah.
Yes, I can hear you, Deborah. So if we can kind of keep everybody's
Hey,
audio
sister.
to a minimum, because it'll be much easier for the rest of us to hear. I thought everybody else would be muted, but they weren't. So we have about 30 minutes.
Still be able to mute everyone.
What?
I think you should still be able to mute everyone. No?
Hang on, just give me 1 second here.
Edie, we can't see you. I can't see you.
I don't know. Could anybody see me?
No.
Just getting your name.
Hang on, let me see.
And I see Marge and Ashley.
I don't know, I've never had any problems using this before, and of course today.
It's okay, it'll be fine.
What I want to do. Give me 1 second here and see if I can figure out what's going on.
But lots of people have been able to join, so that's good.
Yeah, that is good.
Hello. Of course, my lawnmower guy shows up now.
Of course.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't hear me. It's bizarre. I just used this yesterday and it was fine, but today it doesn't like me. Anyway, let's just go ahead and start because we only have a limited amount of time.
Push record.
Yeah, I did push record. We are recording.
Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, I can see you, yes, because you're talking now. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're going to start out. I just wanted a couple of things on my end. First, I hope you're all doing well. I miss seeing you all. It's nice to see at least some of your faces this morning. Obviously, we've postponed the fabric sale for the time being. We are still going to have it. Everything's a little still up in the air, obviously. We are definitely going to be canceling the May meeting. That's going to be a little too soon for us all to get together. So we will do the fabric sale somewhere down the road. Please keep sending your virtual sewing room tours to the Guild. We are not going to show them in this format, I don't think, but we are still going to show them. So please keep taking videos of your sewing room and send them in. So I'm going to turn it over to Deborah because Deborah has a few things she wants to share.
Hey, good morning, everyone. As I move around my house and go around away from the lawnmower guy, he is following me.
Everybody.
Oh, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. So one of the things that we are going to talk about just real quick is that hopefully everyone has seen on the Modern Quilt Guild site that they are posting several different additional workshops that are happening.
Good girl.
I'm gonna see if I can share my screen with you. I'm not sure that it's starting.
I'm on a meeting.
So if you look on the Instagram site and you look on Facebook, but also if you go to their website, you'll see that there's a lot of different additional things that they're sharing. Can you see that? Am I sharing my screen?
Yes.
Yes. So you can see that that's the Instagram post that their new content is coming out weekly. So just want to share that with you. And if you don't know how to access that, if you go to the Modern Quilt Guild website and go to for MQG members only, and then patterns, webinars, and articles, you'll be able to see the things that are being posted. If you have any questions, you can email. Yannick is really great at this. You can email the Orlando Modern Quilt Guild, or you can email myself, and I'll be glad to help you after 5 o'clock. So we'll get into that. Yannick, do you have a minute for the block of the month?
Do we have
Yannick there?
Do we
Yes.
have
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not on camera today. I'm a hot mess because I just came back from walking the dog. But first, I was going to say, if you are not a speaker, if you'll go ahead and press mute on your computer, that'll let us hear the person who's primarily speaking. And then when you want to speak, if you can just press unmute them to be able to speak, and that'll make it a little bit easier to hear everyone that's in the hosting of the meeting. But for the block of the month, I was just going to share that we are getting a little bit of a more challenging block because this time you're going to piece all of the parts of the block and then use a paper template that's provided in the tutorial to cut out the actual final shape that you'll need to put together. So I don't know, Deborah, if you have the option to share what the block looks like from your screen, since you're still screen sharing.
See this?
There we go.
Pretty.
So we decided to go with Easter colors. So any pastels that you have on hand and any white colored background, it can be low volume or solid white, but the goal is to just, pick some pretty spring pastel colors that you have, scraps of. You only need, these strips are between 1.5 to 2 inches wide. So you need a very wide strip or a long strip. And you can go through the explanation. The directions are really clear on how to put it all together. And also on the blog, when I posted the link for this tutorial, I also included some tips on things that I found out, the hard way, of course, when I tried making the first one, including making sure you put them in the right order from left to right, because I did have mine reversed and had to unpick it and redo it. And also have, Deborah had a different issue with pressing. So if you forget to press out your seams, your block may not match up with the paper template and it may not sew together correctly. There you go. So it's an easy fix if you do have that happen to you. I did include some tips on how to fix that if your block is a little bit misshapen when you try to piece the two halves together. So take a look at the directions and the important tips underneath on the blog post for today. And it kind of it'll help you with troubleshooting some of the different things that we realized when Deborah and I worked on sewing this block. So if you have any questions or if you have any issues with it, please don't hesitate. You can reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to, try to guide you through ways to make it, fit the 12.5-inch square that it should be. All right, well, I look forward to seeing everybody's pretty blocks when you get a chance. So, ask questions if you need it and work on finding some whites and finding some pastels to make a very pretty block to share when we next meet to have our next block lotto.
Fantastic. Thank you, Yannick. So folks, if you're looking at your picture on this little grid, if you have it in grid form, you should have your microphone muted. You can just click on the corner and mute your microphone. I can still hear some kind of background noise. You also have a little taskbar at the bottom and there's a mute. On mine, the mute button is way in the left corner, so you can mute that there. So it just makes it easier for all of us to hear. So keep up with your blocks of the month. We're gonna have a great drawing when this is all over with. We are not gonna have a treasurer's report today because we are hoping to put this whole meeting onto our new YouTube channel, as we said in the newsletter, and we're trying not to share any information that's, personal email addresses or things like that. I'm going to turn this over. If you have a burning desire to see our Treasury report, you can email Kathy Aber and she can send that to you. So I'm going to turn this over to Marge, who's going to talk about education a little bit.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, looking at Zoom and being on Zoom a couple times, I realize now that I'm going to have to wear turtlenecks because, boy, this neck, oh, terrible. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to say that I've been busy trying to get people, and we have, if you saw in the newsletter, we have Amy Friend coming August 8th. Please save your pennies. Unfortunately, Tim Natar can't be here. However, she does, if you go onto her website, she's got the same class for $35 that you can do through video. So that's kind of cool. And also Jackie Garrick is thrilled to come. She was so excited when I emailed her, and we signed a contract for her for the 23rd and 24th of January next year. So it's all in the same budget this year. So those are our teachers for this year, and more to come in 2021. We're hoping to get Carol Friedlander. She responded and said that she doesn't pick out where she's going until like September or something. So yeah, I'm working hard, and thank you everybody for the class, the suggestions on your forms that you sent in to Kathy Aber when you, because I'll be contacting all those teachers. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Marge. I think you can see me now, right?
Yes.
Hi.
You went again.
Better late than never. Okay, Sue Kennard is going to talk a little bit about our community outreach projects.
Okay.
Okay, something's wrong with my camera. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, something's wrong with my camera, and so I'm glad that I put on makeup and all, but you can't see me. Anyway, first of all, masks. I'll cover that later. But we're still doing the placemats, and Jan is still collecting drawstring bags, so let's continue with those. And of course, the Road to Tennessee blocks. I think when this is all done, we're all going to need a quilt, but anyway, we still want to do that. The masks, there have been a lot of questions. Everybody's on YouTube and talking, you know, seeing all the different patterns and things like that. And there's just so many different patterns out there and so many different ideas. You just need to figure out what is best for you. We have two personal contacts. Kathy Aber and I have personal contacts at Advent Health Waterman and at Health Central. The big hospital systems, because of the, let's see, the layers of administration, can't seem to get their act together and can't seem to figure out exactly what they're going to do with these. We're hearing from frontline people saying, yes, we need them, yes, we can use them, but the big vice presidents and presidents aren't agreeing. So we will have further information about that. I'm getting the impression that a lot of people are making masks, they're donating them locally, and that's wonderful. If you've got a personal contact that wants your masks, that's great. Please, you know, keep making them and send them to them. What I'd like to do when all of this is over, whether it's at the end of April, the middle of May, maybe Halloween, I just would love to know how many masks you made, and there's not going to be a contest or anything like that, but also who you were donating them to, because I'd really like to keep a record of just how many this group made and just how many, you know, different places they're being donated to. So right now, like I said, any of them that I get, I'm taking to Waterman and to Health Central because we have personal contacts there. But otherwise, if you've got a place that needs them and wants them, that's great. But if you need some help collecting them, I'm happy to come around and pick them up off your porch, whatever you want to do. Okay, so anyway, keep sewing and stay safe. That's it.
Thank you, Sue. Yeah, so there is a lot of information about masks out there. I know a lot of you have been making them, so just keep doing what you're doing, whatever you're comfortable in doing. So then, Deborah, we have two fun things for you to do while you're stuck at home, and Deborah's going to talk about the first one. Deborah? Uh-oh, did we lose Deborah?
Sorry about that. I had to unmute.
Okay, there she is.
I was following directions to mute. So yeah, we have two different things that we're launching for programs. The first thing that we're going to launch is the new UFO challenge. And it's going to be called It's a Wrap. Can you see it?
No.
No. Here we go. How about that?
There it is.
There we go.
Yep.
So Deborah Emanuel has graciously agreed to continue the UFO challenge, and this year it is going to be called It's a Wrap. You can, if you want to be part of the group, you can email Debbie directly. Oops, and I have her email address on there, so can you not see it anywhere? I'm sorry, Debbie. I know this is going live, so I'm not going to highlight her email address anymore, but you can contact her if you'd like to find out all the rest of the rules. It's pretty similar to last year, but Debbie, it's a fun name, and we might have a fun prize at the end of the year as well.
And so you can also email the guild about that. You can email Debbie, but if you don't have your directory from last year, you can always email the guild. And in fact, that's pretty much a standard thing to remember. You can always email the guild. We are Orlando Modern Quilt Guild at gmail.com. I made some low tech, I don't know if you can even see that. Orlando Modern Quilt Guild at gmail.com. That's always a good way to get in touch with us. I check it every day. Pretty much every day. I've already seen a number of people who've signed up for the UFO challenge and our other challenge, so that's great. People are reading the newsletter. Fantastic. Paula, thank you so much for being willing to put out a newsletter in the middle of all this. We really appreciate it. So our other challenge that we're launching today is our mystery quilt. And we have not done a mystery quilt before, which if you're not familiar with a mystery quilt, probably I don't need to explain this to you, but it just means that what you're making is a mystery. And you'll get on the first Wednesday of every month, Mary Smart has agreed to head this up for us, and she will be sending you out a set of instructions on the first Wednesday of every month. You can sign up again if you have the directory, email Mary directly, or you can sign up by emailing the guild. It's going to be about a throw size quilt. It's not huge. You don't have to make like a queen size quilt or anything. It's made with 24-inch square blocks, which is fun. It really lends itself to some fun choices with fabrics, with placement. You can make it more modern, less modern. It's all up to you. I do want to make sure that you understand that this is a publicly published pattern. It's widely available on this designer's website, but we did consult with her to make sure she's okay with us doing it as a guild project. She's totally fine with it. She's quite excited. We're not going to share her name with you and tell you what it is, because those of you who could not keep your fingers out of your Christmas presents before Christmas morning, we're going to want to look up and see what it looks like. So I'm trying to save you from yourselves. We're going to hide all that information from you until the end. So email the guild, email Mary if you'd like to participate. We're going to get that rolling. Let's see. Deborah, we're going to talk about show and tell.
Yes, so unfortunately, we decided not to do show and tell today because it's just so quick, and these little pictures are so tiny of each of us, so we won't really be able to see it adequately. So what we're going to do, and I don't know if you can see my little handmade hashtag, is that we're asking everyone to put your show and tell for this month either on Facebook or on Instagram, and use the hashtag Orlando MQG Show and Tell. So that's our hashtag that we're going to use, and we're asking you to place it on there.
Perfect. That's great. And again, we're going to, when we do this on YouTube, I have a sewing room video from Deborah. If she's good with putting it on YouTube, we'll try to put that on there at the same time. Deborah and Bear, I should say.
Yes.
So you'll be able to see that. If you are willing to have a sewing room video posted to YouTube over the next month or so, make sure you do put audio with it. Obviously, when we were showing them at the sewing studio, we didn't care if it had audio, or we really didn't want it to have audio because of our tech needs, but you can put video or audio with it if you want to put it on YouTube. So I think we're going to wrap it up. It's been a short meeting, I know. I hope you're excited about some of the initiatives we have. I think we'll be doing this again next month. Hopefully we'll have some of the tech things worked out a little bit better. If you have any questions, please email the guild. And honestly, I'd love to hear from all of you. I'd love to know how you're doing. I'd love to know if you just are looking for a little bit of time to, to reach out to some other quilters. If you have concerns about some other guild members, please let me know. Email the guild, one of the board members. We really would like to know those things. We're spread out over such a large area. We want to keep in contact. And I wish you all well, stay well, stay safe, stay home, and I can't wait till we're all together again. Okay? Have a great few weeks. Hang in there. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.